Now then.
Good to see you guys.
You know, according to my yeah, it's just gone up again. 112 people apparently. We've got already waiting. How's that? Is that a record? That might be a record of some description. I believe so. Nice. Let's have a look. The Orc is just joining us. Let's just boom, hit that button. And, bit of a milestone tonight, guys. Tell you about in a second.
We are live. We are live. I just checked. We are live.
Yeah,
we are live.
Rolly Ray with the. Let's just turn that off. Actually.
Hi, Paul.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Paul.
How you doing, buddy?
Paul.
What's going on?
In the mobile. Are you driving, dude, or are you in the passenger seat?
No, I'm in the passenger seat. My buddy John Anthony's driving. We're good. I thought my headphones were on. Is my audio okay? Because it's on the Bluetooth.
It's
probably
good.
Better than mine.
Way better than Neil's.
Yeah. Well, no, it's me and Ray have got a degree of overexposure going on. John is very professionally and beautifully lit, I'm going to say.
Yeah, he got an outfit on or something.
And not as lit as Ray was on the East versus West commentary. Mate, I've watched some of that back. Ray, I watched back some stuff, right? Because obviously we didn't get to see it. I shat a brick laughing.
It's awesome, right? I think it was
good stuff. You should so get lit lots more. I was laughing, honestly, amazing. Oh shit! Right, no more fun. Okay, in a minute. You'll be angry. We'll be angry. Okay, come on, Engin. Let me down, son. That better not be my end. Oh, Engin's vertical line with the first super chat just as he joins. Ray, why don't you have your dolls on display too? Yeah, you know that
hey,
one doll.
This is my retirement.
You have specced up on the doll front there. Yeah, have you got any bigger dolls?
Clear. First off, if everyone could just stop saying the word doll and say high quality action figure, that would be very good.
There you go.
Not going to happen.
What are they, John? Are they all WWF?
Well, I'll tell you this. In my other life, my life outside of arm wrestling, I paint these things and I sell them for hundreds of dollars. So
are you serious now, or are you winding me up?
No, I'm not winding you up. Hundreds of dollars, Neil.
Engin, tune your brain in, son. I know it's late and you've just come on. That's another money-making concept, Engin. We can make dolls of famous arm wrestlers. Get that bastard to paint them. Boom.
The Engin doll. Oh, it could talk. You could pull it and it could talk.
Yep.
Yeah. You already have, for me, the British accent is clear, but still, Yep. And then you're talking very quietly.
Okay.
And then you're also getting out of the camera. I cannot read your lips. You're making everything so harder for me to understand.
I don't let anybody in on it, Engin. It was like a secret. It's just between me and you and the other who's watching. Right?
Oh, okay. But it seems like I'm the only one who hardly understood.
So you're the only one who gets it, right? I mean, Paul's too nice to get that because it's a little bit shady. Ray's too young, and John may be pissed. Don't know. So what I'm saying is, we could make dolls of famous arm wrestlers. You could make one with Devon that you can throw darts into. If you're all right with that, you could make one of Ryan that you could just beat the fuck out of. There's all hey, what is going on there?
Are you guys still gonna fight or what?
What, me and Ryan?
Yeah.
What, after I finished with the Latvians in the lift?
Yeah.
Did you notice Sheddis was putting me in headlocks all the time, Ray? He'd come up behind me, stick me in a rear naked choke, Engin. That was going on your watch, that, Engin.
Sanders puts whoever he wants in a headlock.
Well, he abolished a lot of things. That's all I know. So who just joined then? We had somebody did you see that guy? Somebody joined them.
Yeah.
Somebody got
Devon Larratt's bright future.
Yeah. So we got a super chat from Devon Larratt's bright future. It says the user Todd and Oleg's love child agrees with me. Live commentary equals good. Live streaming equals bad. Yeah, I haven't actually seen any of the videos, but I believe it's gone off a bit this week, hasn't it? On that. So
I've heard a little bit here and there.
We'll get into that in a minute and basically get everybody's opinion on it. Todd and Oleg's love child, super chat. He's put YouTubers do not live stream commentary during pay-per-views. It is not event promotion, it's self-promotion. There you go. You heard it there first. Engin's vertical line flying in. John Thompson is the FTX of doll markets.
What's
Yeah.
FTX? What's FTX?
Oh, it's a cryptocurrency exchange that just went bankrupt and everybody got screwed.
Wait a second.
In 1 mile, keep right onto US 202 north
Devon
toward
Larratt's
Gale.
bright future.
Tell me.
See, he agrees. And then Caleb Williams, thanks for your super chat. Make an
Is that
Engin.
the Ultimate Warrior?
Look,
He's put,
this
"Make an
is the
Engin."
original. This is the
Yeah.
repaint.
Ah,
$200 and it's yours, buddy. $200.
that's like the custom Air Force Ones where you paint them yourself, huh?
right.
Could you
I
make
like it, I
like
like
a Ray doll, you know, but with like wonderful skin? And
I would have to come with I would probably have to sculpt a little cat to go along with it with a big giant asshole sticking out.
You could just take the old Ken and Barbie doll and like cut it off at the knees.
Let me tell you, the days of having cat's arsehole on the pics have gone. Since Engin started coming on, we had to spec it up a little bit.
More respectable.
You know.
More respectable.
Yeah, it's a lot of things have gone from this show. You know, we
And
never
can
get
I-
a cat's
Engin, can I-
arsehole anymore.
Can I ask you a question, Engin? So I was
I'm writing to Jerry Caderet. I'm trying to convince him.
well, Jerry should get in here, but I just want everybody to know that I was with Devon Larratt the weekend before East versus West. And I saw with my own 2 eyes, I saw Devon Larratt piss East versus West and underlined it twice. He didn't put VS, he spelled versus.
I mean,
Piss Wars All-Star. But Engin, what was your reaction when you saw Devon do that?
I'm having some hard times and trying to set matches for East versus West 6. If you guys have something to talk about arm wrestling,
we usually
let's-
goes like this, Engin. It's
let's-
cat's arsehole.
Thanks.
let's talk.
Thank
let's
you,
talk
Engin.
about
Thank you.
arm
I'm
wrestling.
trying to get this thing to
If
go
you are
on
guys
arm wrestling
gonna
all the time.
pull around, then maybe I go.
Come on,
Oh,
Oh,
Engin.
you got me already, Engin.
Don't
Thank
go,
you.
Engin. Don't go, Engin.
I mean, I'm just like, wasn't the
Listen,
bullshit? Come on, just
One
some other.
question I've got, joking aside, have you set the date yet? Are we looking at the 22nd of Jan?
Most likely 21st, 22nd January, 99%. Yeah.
Lovely day.
First 22. Okay. I need to put it in my calendar as well. so.
Exactly that. That's exactly what I was going for, because the week after, last night I did the Giants live. We had the Giants live show at Liverpool, and we know obviously that I know the date of Giants live is the 26th, 28th of January. So I was trying to obviously do the 2 events if it's possible. So the
It's
week before,
so hard, Neil, so hard. Just like more people gets popular, more they are like, I don't want to pull this guy. I want this guy. No, not this guy, but this guy. That guy. No, this guy. Not that guy. This guy. I'm like, last 2 days, just before when nobody was pulling, nobody was offering anything. Would you want to pull this? Oh yeah, thank you.
Everyone took every match.
Yeah.
Now
Now, not that one.
What
How
about
this
Rolly
one?
Ray?
No. For that, I need 6 months. How about
You-
this
you-
one? Like everyone wants something, but it's like a circle. It's just like the winning circle of that. Like this one example that Dave biz Kurdeşe with Hermes biz Gennady with Dave. Something like that. It is. I'm not talking directly about them, but it is just like everyone wants their dream match. You understand?
what, like,
Not
when you're
everyone, but
talking dream
some
match,
of them. Yeah.
who are your biggest? Who are the matches? I mean, first of all, Rolly Ray, is he on the card?
It totally depends. If I do two days event, most likely. If I do 1 day event, because 2 days event, this is how it happened. That I promised some people,
Right.
like my intention is not to entertain people only. my intention is to grow arm wrestling. So I just try to give possibly stage to many different categories. Left arm, we will have Gabriela Barbora woman match, and
Okay.
so I want to do a lot of matches. Like, not that, you know, like, okay, let me make a card so the people buy pay-per-view. You know, that's not my. I have responsibilities for the community that I gave my life. So what I want to do is I want people to get to know Neil. You know those guys from East. You know that
Oh
they
yeah,
have like machine, but they are not
under the
known.
radar guys, the guys that no one.
They don't
Yeah,
know
they're
them.
not famous, but they're bad mother fluffer.
Yeah, but it is not the fault of the community, because they are not given so much chance. They don't know English to express themselves. So that is why. But so I'm trying to bring everyone together. So I want to give chance to those guys that you and I know, but most of the people don't know. Ryan also knows. Ray also knows. Sorry about it. And also the lightweights. You know, lightweights. What's the level? You know. So that is why I want to just make as many as possible. But when we do that in one day, it's too much, as we saw. You know.
Yeah.
But so that is
So
it.
would you be doing the same amount though, mate? So would you be doing 15 matches a day, or would you split the matches?
No. I will probably do like 10 and 10. So
Okay.
my intention is not to disappoint people. You understand? I'm talking about the athletes. Like, my responsibility is to the sport of arm wrestling, to the fans, to the athletes. You know, like many things I consider all together. So I try to involve as many people as possible. So this is their chance. I also talk with some of the lightweight guys. Like, they may think that, you know, it's obvious that those super heavyweights, you know, guys, they are getting paid more than those lightweights. And this is not that I would wish, but it is just, you know how the things are working. You know, like I mean, the one guy says hi, hello, you know, he gets 2,000 likes, while the other guy just shares everything he knows on. Like, I saw, like, Min Douglas is sharing many videos on YouTube, like sometimes 500 people, 600 people. He just wrote there, Devon and Levon. That's all. And then 52,000 people. And probably there was a small conversation. So I tell them that, you know, guys, you may think that, you know, you shouldn't do promotion of the event because the other guys are getting paid more. But in fact, it's the opposite way. Those guys are getting paid because they are already famous there. So this is your chance to express yourself, write your own story, build your own fan base. You know, this is your opportunity, and you need to use this. Not like, you know, like, oh, I'm good, I came here. And no, that how McGregor did, how Habib did, how Mayweather did. We will never probably be at their level, but even if we can be like 10% of their level, it will still mean like 10 times more than what we are today. And I don't know, maybe you disagree, but this is
I
how
think you should open the show with Rowley in a 50-minute fucking immoral barnstormer. Set Rowley up with somebody stupid.
But not Froda, because we're doing that in Arm Wars.
But outside of Froda, set Rowley up with somebody stupid so you get a unbelievable match to start it off. And then straight off the back of that, then you bounce into your bigger matches. You know what I'm saying?
somebody stupid. What do you mean when you say stupid? So strong or
Ridiculous. Like something where you're halfway through it, you're watching the match and you're taking it in, but you feel a bit sick because it's going on that long. I experienced that a lot when he's in Arm Wars. Halfway through, I'm like, happens regularly. Rowley and Tom Holland. My God. 3 people nearly threw up in that match. Rowley, Tom Holland, and me.
Mhm.
Unbelievable match.
Yeah.
He's a specialist.
Yeah.
Specialist, Engin. I'm telling you, super match specialist.
What is that sound?
I think they're most likely 10 matches and 10 matches. And if there are guys who are playing right and left, so we can also divide them to like Saturday and
That's
Sunday.
a good idea because we saw
Yeah.
what happened with Hermes.
No, I mean, what Hermes, like the Revas and Morozov match was also hard. Just watched the round one. Morozov's head was just red, like his eyes were just almost gonna get pop out, you know, but he also had it. And Morozov, from February to last week, He competed 4 East versus West, and he did 8 matches.
Mm.
He won 7 of them except the proving match.
Yeah, he's an athlete, mate. Not to mention king of the table. And that was a hell
No,
of a...
what I'm just saying, he pulled double matches every event.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's bad dude. Absolute athlete. Anybody who
And he
looks
won-
like that,
he
you know
won
they can
7
do
of
it.
them. Yeah.
Plus, you've got Paul Linn in there against Babayev. That's confirmed, isn't it? I'm not talking rubbish. You really have
Yeah,
that match
yeah,
is
yeah.
set, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. You see. Hey, one of the things I was going to ask you. So, what's the situation with Gashevsky, for example? Is there going to be some political rub if you were to bring Gashevsky over because he competes with WAF, or what? How's the?
No. There is some, how do you call it, internal problem in Bulgaria.
Oh,
You never
okay.
heard it? You never heard it?
Not to that level. I didn't think that he couldn't use. I didn't know you couldn't use Svetan. I thought he's so because. I mean, with the greatest of respect, but Svetan's kind of retired in a way. He's not the focused athlete. He's not Plamen Dimitrov. He's not Sasho. He's not Bozhidar.
He took 2nd place last year at WAF after Bozhidar. I mean, he's very top level, very top level. But in fact, he was set against the Corey Miller. Maybe you remember.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that match got cancelled because of certain reason. And if there is one person that I would invite for the legend category, that the person would probably be Gashevsky.
Yeah.
You know that.
He's mega.
Yeah.
But
and
if there's any way we can get around that, he would be a guy.
I invited Andreas Rundström. He said that he is finally out of pain and he doesn't want to have more pain anymore.
I'll tell you what, Andreas, if you're watching, I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. The other guy, I know he's helping organize and stuff, but we got to have the Wolf.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to see the Wolf?
What Wolf said that he's gonna kill you.
Fucking.
He said that he's gonna topple you, hook you, topple again, and hook you until you said it's enough.
Hey, I'm not going to say anything bad about the Wolf. I won't be drawn into a wolfery. I love the Wolf.
Yeah, he never said that. He never said that. I'm just, I'm already in the mood that's stirring pot between the athletes. So when you mention him, so I just wanted to.
What about Rolly Ray versus Gashevsky? Hey, the young against the very old.
That's that match for me. That's a that match.
Very good. I like that. That could be interesting.
Yeah, I like that too. To be honest,
I like that
I like
match.
that too.
That could be interesting.
That's just would kill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. I already see where I end up. Where he ends up, I'm like,
King's move.
Yeah.
Love that. King's moving.
Yeah, let's go.
You're in a dead wrist press against the King's move.
Yeah, let's
go. We don't allow. The referees allowed Devon 8 seconds when the shoulder was low, down angle, and I got involved, so he got his foul, even though it was 8 seconds later. I also told Devon. He said he watched the match. He's like, yeah, you're right. You did a good
That'd
job.
be a good match for you, Engin. It'd be a better match than you think. You could have Uncle John in the front row, right? And while the match is taking place, he could make a live imagery doll of the match happening. So he could literally freaking sculpt it out and paint it while the match is going on. By the time the match finish, John will probably finish. You could sell that. Always thinking, Engin.
Thousands of dollars.
Thousands.
Whenever we are really deep talking about arm wrestling, and then whenever we talk about something that is not super serious, then I feel like we're talking Japanese. I'm trying to no, it doesn't get into.
He's like, oh, purist gene.
That's because you're too close to Devon for too long.
What's that?
You're too close to Devon for too long.
That's what it is. He's had a bad effect on you, Engin.
I just put him in the barber. Just close
the
door.
You
close
didn't
the door,
yourself
and
in there.
Like, just go sit there. He's like, just sit down there,
When you came on tonight, I was like, here's Engin with a new do and Rolly Ray as well. Ray's had his hair done. You've had your hair done. Can't tell with Paul because he's got a hat on. Can't tell with John that he's got a hat on. There's a trend going on here. Tell you. So Engin.
Yeah, I still got I still got the Turkish haircut.
Oh,
I got my haircut there.
how much
with
did
your
you pay
money.
for it?
Not what he paid. I paid like $60. He paid like 150. They saw him coming.
Oh my god, he got murdered, man. Oh, that was bad.
You paid 60 Turkish lira?
No, $60. Like, it broke out to like 60 American dollars.
One second. You had a haircut in Istanbul for $60?
Yeah.
Wow.
Was it
Engin,
really good, Paul?
Don't
Tell
go.
him about
Is that
James.
cheap or no? Is
Tell
that
him
good or
about
bad?
James.
I mean, like the one that Devon had was $5.50, but I gave the guy like $8.
Engin,
Oh my
listen to
goodness.
this. Listen to this.
They saw us all coming.
Ray,
Engin.
tell him.
Next
No,
time.
you
Paul,
tell him.
You
You
tell
tell
him,
him.
Ray. Tell him, because he won't believe me. He'll think it's a joke.
James Statham went to do a haircut, and little Bertram, he paid 148 pounds.
What?
Where?
What?
148 pounds
Where?
In
in
the
the
hotel.
hotel.
in that barber where
In
Paul Linn
Istanbul.
got his
In Istanbul.
Mhm.
In Istanbul.
Yes.
But 1 second. They don't take pounds. What's that?
It was like he converted
Conversion.
it. He looked how much he paid from his card. He's like
That's
140.
that's over $200 US.
No. Probably.
Yeah,
No.
really.
No. Probably there was a misunderstanding. Nobody would charge that.
No.
No.
Yeah, the
but what
misunderstanding
happened-
was
no.
that nobody understood how James could be that much of a wanker. That was it right there. But he did end up paying that. It's the most expensive haircut in the history of haircuts.
That's your mistake, because they don't know your money type.
Yeah.
Probably they just told you like probably the because probably that's the Turkish lira they would charge for the haircut.
I love
That
it.
the same exact.
James Statham. Fatty, call
Yeah.
him James Statham.
It's your
Come on,
fault. It's
Stephen.
your fault. You should have
Get your
gone
ass on this call and set this straight. Statham, get your ass
Cobra,
on this call.
Cobra got one in there too. I'd be interested to see what he paid. But they did a whole bunch of extra stuff. They like rubbed my hands and
It
then
doesn't
like
matter.
rubbed my head and
Mate, they
I don't
need
know.
to rub more than me hands. Charge me that kind of money. I'll tell you what, I can go around Rolly's house and get more than that. Now then, Rolly's house, top place.
Devon tried to deceive me. Did you guys know that?
I'll tell you, you made a good job of Devon with that haircut. He looks 10 years younger.
Devon,
10 years
told-
younger. Yeah.
I said, how do you want your haircut? I will post a video. You guys will see. It's
Yeah.
like 52 minutes.
What did he do
of-
when you went in? Did you say, what's he want? You should have said, we want the Rolly Ray look. Basically,
No,
the
no,
Rolly
no.
Ray
You know
look
what he
consists
told
of coming
me?
out looking 20 years younger than when he went in.
Yes.
I said, how do you want your haircut? And he said, shave here, the top, and leave here. And I said, if I do that, I think Jody would kill me. And he said,
You
no.
said the opposite.
She loves me that way. She likes me. I think you're deceiving me, And he's like, no, seriously, you will see the video. I will post it. And then he almost, I believed him, almost. And then I called her. She didn't answer. And I used like common sense. And I said, no, just shave him like how he did, at the end. And then later I asked Jody. She said she would be very upset with me if I would allow that.
Right, so Engin, we've just been joined by James. Obviously, his haircut was too expensive for his phone to change angle. But even on the angle that he's on, oh, bastard, he's managed to change it.
Well,
Right.
I couldn't tell which, because my phone's this way, but I assumed we all want to be portrait. So
There you go. You did it for a minute, then it was good. Do what you did then. Again.
Is this not right?
No, that's shite. There you go.
No, yeah,
Right,
we're good.
right,
We're
okay.
good. We're good.
Now,
We're good.
just be quiet for a minute and let Engin just take in what we've got going on. So we've got a trim. I mean, obviously, you saw him when he first arrived in Istanbul, and he looked a little bit like John the Baptist. He had that biblical look going, right? Now,
I was going for the Moses look.
yeah, they trimmed up the beard, Engin. They trimmed up the hair. When I walked in there, he had a guy that looked like one of the Hair Bear bunch, basically massaging his head, right? And I thought, okay, this is different, but I'm going to go with it. They got a few products out there. They had a little bit of gel and mousse.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. But I assumed all this was free because when I went in, they were doing Paul's hair when I went in. And I already knew it was going to be about $60 because Cobra said. because Cobra, this is all Cobra's fault.
Don't believe Cobra's got me in a lot of trouble. Don't believe anything Cobra says ever.
Okay,
You pay for him and
Family.
you.
Paul, did you have your haircut in hotel?
Yes.
I mean, the hotel may be expensive. But if the hotel is about, what's that? Like $80 a night or something, you know? How is the
Yeah.
haircut? It's 150 something pounds.
You tell me.
Hey,
You
Engin,
tell me, Engin.
Listen, you should, if you would just say, I need haircut, Engin, I would take you a very nice barber for like $6. You would
100%. I know this. You know what I think, Engin? I think we should get back to talking about arm wrestling.
you would have Devon Larratt haircut, and he did all kind of stuff in the massage here as well. But still, like, he asked me for like $5.50, but I gave him like $8, you know, with tip. But you had like 150 something pounds for
148 euros it was the
there you
conversion.
go. So 148 euros. What is that in Turkish lira?
About 10 trillion, isn't it?
it is about,
Could have bought the
it's
hotel.
about, I will tell you, it's about 2,500 lira. 2,500 lira is probably, you would have the best haircut in 25 different times, you know.
Yeah, literally. I mean, it's the most expensive haircut ever.
Yeah, but that came with the chest hair straightening too, right, James?
Oh,
That
all
might
the
have
way
been
down-
the.
all the way down to the navel, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't afford further down, so
No. Well,
clearly,
no, they wanted it was thousands to go
just
another
too
inch.
much,
Yeah.
too much head.
But look at him though, Engin. I mean, doesn't it look good? That look at the job they've done on that beard.
Let's talk about arm wrestling.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree.
Got a couple of super chats for you. First one's for you, Engin. Caleb Williams, thanks for your super chat, brother. He's put, Engin, you need a manager to help you organise East versus West 6. What do you think of that?
Manager. I don't think that there is any other human being on this earth that have the relationship that I have with athletes, that it is very unique. And I cannot go into details, but I don't think that anyone else can do that.
You can't say that on here. You can't say that on the Fix, mate. We've been crucifying Ryan Bowen for Fix has only been running for 3 years, right? And 5 years we've been punishing Ryan for shit like that.
No,
on here.
how can I say like everything I talk with the athletes, you know? But the only thing I can tell you that it is not like, you know, we are doing business or something together. It's just like, so like two friends, you know, like it is just different, you know, different. I never feel that way, and I don't think that they ever feel that way. So it is,
whenever you're negotiating a price for an athlete, you can do it in haircuts. You can
just
say like, right,
imagine that, you
7
know,
haircuts.
imagine my ability is to convince a guy to pull, you know, just like, how can a manager would do that? You know,
I'll tell you what you could do with Engin. You could do with a small army of just 5 or 6 volunteers just to be watching the audience for people with phones, because you spent the vast majority. You missed so much arm wrestling at your own event.
I will tell you something. There are 10 guys to watch that, but they watch arm wrestling, and then I'm the one who reminds them to watch around. You know.
Yeah, well, you need to get non-arm wrestling fans or something.
And it looks like you were watching me instead of the matches.
oh, he was. The reports I got back on you that night were amazing. James was telling me about you having a go at Ryan when Ryan was filming from upstairs, and you're like, Ryan, you motherfucker. You were like,
It turns out Ryan was actually filming for Engin.
oh,
I didn't say like that. I didn't say that. I never even used that word. Yeah, but I just told him, you know, like, I mean, he said that he was filming for my Facebook, and I said we can use the official footage.
absolute class. So Engin's vertical lines come in with a super chat. He's put non-arm wrestling talk makes my vertical line grow. You know it, mate. It's all about purists. That's what we're on here for. Russell Tyrone Jones with a super chat. What's up, mother fluffies? Engin looking sharp. New haircut. How much was that haircut, Engin?
$5.50. I didn't give tips.
Oh, move on, guys. Come on.
And look how good he looks, James, eh?
And it's not only haircut, also this.
I'm
Look,
trying to get over this. I'm grieving. My wallet's grieving and my head's grieving.
Right, it is.
I don't even like my new beard.
You know what Uncle John can get done for 148 euros? Tell you what,
A lot more than that haircut.
Just think, it's $1.50.
Right? Well, I could sell you a special one for the whole price, and we'd be well on our way. You could have that. Your family, you could talk about that item for years.
we got another one for you here, Engin. Silky Wilkie's come in with a super chat. He's put, Engin, thanks for cleaning up Devon's hair. Done a good job there, mate. A lot of people didn't know what he really looked like until that happened.
I told him, I said, I have a surprise for you, but I already talked to Sean from Canada. You know that.
John
Right?
Crowley, yeah.
Yeah. And I said, I'm going to do this. And I whenever I mention this, I want you to make the camera ready. He said, yeah, okay. And I said, then when I have a surprise, I love surprises. And I said, I don't think you will like this surprise. So we were walking. I said, there is a friend that is waiting for me. Can we go a minute, visit him? He said, okay, we entered. So I let him go first. And then I closed the door. So
Shut it, lock it.
Lock
And
it.
then shout it, just go in through the letterbox. Clip him.
we have everything on the video, everything, even this part, even the entering the barber. While we entering, Sean intentionally just filmed this as a barber, and then even he filmed everything.
Oh, mate.
Devon looked a little bit nervous when the guy was shaving him with the razor, his throat and everything.
I've been thinking, oh shit, they got me. Here we go. Tremendous. Proving astrology with a super chat. He's put Sandris versus Monster Michael Todd. Who has the edge? Roy Ray. Throwing that to you.
Engin, is that match going to happen?
Listen, you tell me. No,
Sanders is ready. Sanders wants that match.
Sanders wants Michael match. Yesterday, Devon called.
Doesn't matter. Give him Michael match. Don't.
Oh, okay.
We've already set Sanders and Devon for Arm Wars in March. That's the headline.
But Michael, no, I think it's left hand. But anyway, so Michael has sent me a list with many guys. Sanders is there.
Okay.
He has some other names as well.
Is Michael fit for January?
Huh?
Is Michael's arm okay for January though?
Yeah. Michael is okay.
Doing big bicep curls. He looks good. He doesn't look bad. I just think for Sanders, it's better. Like, don't feed him to the lions straight away. And Devon is the biggest lion we can find.
Oh no. It is not. It is not. I don't have such a. If you ask me, just ask me, who do you want Engin like Devon to pull?
Yeah.
I would just say Gennady Kuvkvinia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see Devon pull at some point. I know it's not going to happen now because obviously commitments in other areas for both men. But down the tracks, I don't know, September, whenever, when it works, I'd love to see Devon pull Dennis. I just would. I know he's pulling John. He's pulling John in, I think, February, like end of February in King of the Table.
Yeah.
Get that out of the way, which is another great match. But I would like to see that match. Devon and Dennis.
I'm working on it already.
Hey, Dennis felt really bloody strong. Gripped up with Dennis. Jesus Christ. Structurally, stronger than I thought he would. He just, anybody who's thinking he's not ready to arm wrestle, my God, he's not far off.
I think he's already that night was top 5 in the world.
Mate, he felt unbelievable. Even just shaking hands with him, he felt, wow, he's strong as hell. So Engin's vertical line with another super chat. He's put, now we know how Engin pays for the events. It's in haircuts. It is. Yeah. That needs to be the new term of barter in Istanbul. And you can just go, how many haircuts did you get?
I talked with the barbers in the hotel. I said, like, you get 150 euros, 5 is yours, 145 is mine. So when 20 people have a haircut, I cover around 2,900 euros. Yeah.
Nice. That's just marketing. That's just smart marketing.
It is. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Silky Wilkie with a super chat. He's put John and Hermes. The press was intriguing. I didn't know that your hand can twist that much in the middle of the match. Can you take us through the progression of hand control to the standard press finish? So he's talking really about, I think the clearest example of that, because the Hermes Dave match was very, very fast. We saw with John and Petrenko a slow motion transition from hanging back and a top roll defense through to the press finish. Now, John's been doing that for most of his career. We've seen him do it many, many times for many, many opponents. He did it once extremely quickly in Japan in a match with Yoshi Kanai. But the good thing at the weekend was that he did it in slow motion, like a masterclass of how to perform that movement. It was great to watch.
He did it intentionally so slowly.
Yeah.
I think he just wanted to show, you know, like frame by frame.
It was great. Really, really good. So, Silky Wilkie's coming. Is that a separate super chat? Yeah, he is. He's coming with another one immediately off the back of that. And he's put, hey, Neil, you, Paul, and Engin touched on it last week, but I would like streaming codes that I could buy. Oh, yeah, he did. That I could buy and give to my friends so they can watch on their devices. A one-time code or similar. Yeah. Is that even doable, Engin?
Jake bought multiple, bought a few other people a pay-per-view. So I don't know how he did it, but he bought pay-per-view for a few people who were a bit hard up.
How can you do that then? Because how
John, do you know how we
pay
did
it
it?
on your card and off your device? Surely it would come through to your device.
I don't know if he's figured out a way to get codes for certain events. I know that he's done. I know he's done a lot of that stuff behind the scenes and helping people.
Unless he just transferred him the money, John.
It's possible. I haven't really talked to him because I'm a dickhead and I'd never do that.
I know he's in the chat, so maybe.
I mean, all you got to do is have separate email. If you have separate email addresses, you can build separate accounts. Like he could build an account, pay for it, and get in the password.
Yeah, Jake. I'm sure Jake is probably going live after the fix. Ordinarily, Jake goes live after the show, so get over there and check that out. If you maybe Jake will. Jake's apparently in the chat, probably watching the show. So get over there, and I'm sure Jake will cover off exactly how he did it. I'm assuming he must have just like transferred the money, and then they get the pay-per-view. Because I think if you logged in off a device, it would come to that device. I'm assuming. I don't think.
Yeah, but like Paul said, it could just be based on the email address. In which case,
I don't think
Aussie says, I take the long route. I make up multiple weird email addresses and give them the login and password and then also transfer the money.
Yeah.
So not only does he give his own money, but he does all the legwork too.
That is a long route. Fair enough. So,
Neil, read the latest super chat.
Okay, let me scan down. Wait a minute. Whoop. Yeah, here we go. Ryan Blue Boy from the future. Is this the one? Ryan Blue Boy from the future with a super chat. But I'm going to stream and commentate myself beating all of you. Let's go. And that is a great picture on there as well. Absolute quality. Yeah. Is Ryan even home yet? He's been traveling for like 6 days, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's home.
Okay. I think we're caught up on super chats. Let me just check. That is the last one. So yeah, Engin, what else is confirmed then for January? Confirmed. What have you got boxed?
One of the matches which was confirmed probably will cancel because one of the athletes decided to not to pull that athlete, but he wants to pull someone else. It's just like, as I said, it's getting harder and harder to do this.
Who was that? Can you give us any more? Come on, Engin. Make it exclusive.
No, I don't want to because let me talk with the other athletes. And if the match still is on, then I don't want to start something. But one guy said that, we with our team, we met and then we decided this. And I said, what do you want me to tell the other guy? He's like, in fact, to be honest, I don't know.
We know that John's not going to be on the card because John's pulling in King of the Table.
Yeah.
We know that Hermes will not be on the card because he wants his next outing to be against Levan.
Yeah, and then Morozo wants to rest till the next summer.
Injury or just
injury, and so exhausted. This guy pulled this year for East versus West event 8 matches, and then one king of the table with left arm, and he pulled Kazakhstan nationals. He pulled the Asian championships. I mean, in 9 months, he pulled countless events, and it's normal that if this guy wants to rest some.
What a
Well, that's a
And
good thing because that opens up a free spot for Rolly Ray to open the show.
okay, Kurdecha versus Ray.
I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
You could do that, Ray, couldn't you? 6 rounds, catch him in the 4th. It's 5 rounds, though, isn't it? So a little bit out of your comfort zone, Ray.
I'm not saying I could beat Levon in 6 rounds,
But it might happen.
but
Neil, you know
The winner
you-
gets a hotel haircut.
Yeah.
Neil, Craig Tuller
Yeah.
versus
Strong.
Samusha.
Can Craig keep his elbow on the pad?
85 kilo.
Craig's bloody strong. Craig is capable of winning that match. Let's just say that.
Yes. That's really, really interesting. I'll be excited, really excited for that one.
Craig, the Fury's second hit is immoral. If he can get any kind of position, I think it's going to be a unique situation for David because not many people hit with that much venom twice. Great match. I like it a lot. So much
David-
starts as favourite again, just because if the match does get drawn up in straps and he's smart enough to drop it, you would think that he would have a little bit more top end on the inside. But Craig's super experienced and super explosive, and Paul will probably know more. The recent word around town has been that Craig's pulling really well right now.
Yeah, he's super strong. He had the stem cells and all this stuff, and he's totally over his surgery and everything. Like, he's saying he's in one of the best forms of his life. And the last time I grabbed him at Monster Factory, he felt really, really good. And he's saying he's feeling better. He's actually going to come up to the Northeast and train in preparation for that match. So I'll be able to tell you more.
That is good. That is what you Americans should do. Yeah, that is, you should gather and be team and support each other as you guys are doing that. I want that team spirit to be, alive. And
Yeah, it's happening.
It was definitely
happening.
it was evidence at that last event.
that's
Without
good.
doubt.
Yeah,
You know?
that's good. As I see that whenever I talk with the Eastern guys, about their predictions, and if they don't have like opinion about like how the match goes, but they are like, but we want the Eastern guy to win, and so is the same spirit is happening now in North America. I like it. And Samusha, if he wins this match, he's gonna be the first person who won 3 title matches, and he's gonna have the helmet and shield for good. So
You win 3, you keep the helmet and shield.
yeah. So he won one time against Bojida.
Defended twice.
He beat Daniel Prokopchuk, and now Craig Tuller.
And are you going to grant Mindy's wish and get him in a match with Prokopchuk? Because that's the one
Mindavas and Prokopchuk.
he wanted that match, didn't he?
I mean, I asked to Daniel, and Daniel said, Engin, I pulled Mindavas like 100 times, and I don't want to pull against him anymore. He said, because they really pull.
Daniel.
They really pull like every Zloty tour, they even had a super match,
Yeah.
One in Moldova and then one in Istanbul. They also met in the best 78 category, and I mean, anything is possible. Anything. All I need is just to make it 2 days event. So if 2 days event, somehow I can flex it to 11 matches each, something, and then so that I can make more people happy.
I mean, obviously, you're going to have to consider that when you put Rolly Ray first, that match will take a couple of hours. That one match. It's like, what is it, an average, Ray? About 20 minutes around?
it's around.
20 minutes around, approximately. Most matches that Rolly Ray's in. So you've got to factor that in.
Well, if he headlines,
But match finishes.
if he headlines on the Saturday, he can see us all the way through to the Sunday.
There you go. That's what you get from Rolly Ray.
Best of 5. So
And the other thing, Engin, that you need to consider in that is that Rolly Ray doesn't age. So think of the time you get out of Rolly Ray. He's not going to die. Because everybody else getting old, not Rolly Ray.
Engin,
Big
Doug
release.
Ehrlich wanted to pull me. I'll pull him if you set that match out.
Who?
Doug Ehrlich.
Oh,
Doug
yeah.
Ehrlich, yeah, Doug Ehrlich.
If I
Yeah,
if I
Doug
take
Ehrlich.
you, yeah. And Paul, are you ready, my friend?
Am I ready? Not
I mean,
yet.
you need-
I'm working
you
on it.
need to be ready.
I'm working on it. I just got back from practice in New Jersey. I drove to Sean Latimer's practice to get some bigger guys on my arm inside. So I'm starting the process. Not ready yet, but I will be.
Yeah. Did you start analyzing Rustam?
Yes, I just started. Like, there's a ton of film. There's a ton of footage, so it's going to take me time. I tried to look at his most recent stuff, and then I'll continue working back.
And another info I give you, he is now in England, so I think Neil will be your best friend.
Yeah,
He can get older.
You know what?
Paul Maiden. I'm going to be calling Paul Maiden.
That is a very, very interesting match, yourself and Rustam, mate. Particularly based on the form that and the fact that Rustam's not been active, so he's really just getting cracking again. And you looked very, very impressive against Gamtanadzis. So I think,
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd run through him like that. I didn't think it would be that easy. It was actually easy. It was quite, it's very easy, you know. And that's no disrespect to Irakli.
Gamtanadzis said that he's in his best shape ever.
Yeah, he looked big. He looked good, but he got run over. It's a shame, really.
Yeah. I never expected it.
I didn't. No, I thought it might be. I didn't see. There was a couple of matches I didn't see going like that. Who the hell saw Matt Mask and Sandra Shedis going like that?
You know what's interesting, Neil? Like, sometimes, like, me personally, like, getting ready for a match, I have a process, or getting ready for competition in general. And sometimes, depending on where you're at, the time of day, whatever, like, there's a lot of variables that can mess with, like, the visualization process or the energy. But I attribute a lot of that, the intangible stuff, to just the energy in the building. You know what I mean? So, like, when we're back in the tunnel getting ready, my headspace was really, really good, like, mentally. Like, and a lot of it really was that energy around, like, the vibe. I like, in hindsight, I was prepared. I did what I planned to do, but I do attribute a lot of it to just the general energy, and then, like, the feel of support too. Like, I really felt like, as a team and as a group of people, we had each other's back. You know, there's just a level of comfort and ease in getting into that mind state, which I think was definitely an edge. And like I said, that's probably one of the reasons why I enjoyed that event more than anything else in my career thus far.
So, Engin, we've got Paul and Rustam set. We got Ray set. Who else have we got set?
Ray and Doug Ehrlich is not set yet, but I'm hoping to set. Yeah.
Who else we got?
I know Doug's ready. Engin. I know I spoke to him not too long ago. He checks in every once in a while. He's hungry.
We have Sharon Remes versus Zaur.
Ooh, Remes.
Where is Remez saying he's at? Where is he? Very confident? Is he training? Is he?
Yeah. He has been training. Yeah.
I love watching that guy.
Neil, like that's the best part about East versus West. To keep tight, you know, with our roots.
He's an interesting one, isn't it, with Sharon, because I mean he could easily come back in Legends Super Match as well.
Yes, this is Legends Super Match.
Oh, it is a Legends Super Match. Okay.
I mean, come on, Zaur from Georgia.
I have not seen Zaur. Holy shit. When was the last time I saw Zaur? Might be 96?
96, he was in Virginia, yeah.
Is that the last time I saw him? Might be, you know.
Yeah, when Alan Karayev won.
I think it is. I think it's 96, the last time I saw him.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, wow.
Georgian Giant.
Is he still active in any way?
No, both Sharon and him, they were not. So I give them like 4 or 5 months, and I said, just let's start. And they both are training.
My God.
Yeah, I also asked Richard Lapis. He said that he wasn't available. I asked Dave Patton, and
Yeah.
I will ask Adam Fisher. Dave Patton wasn't available, and I will ask maybe Haidar and Ellen Fisher. I will try to set
That would
because
be good.
Cobra is not active. He's far from what you. But while Ellen Fisher never stopped, training and competing. and
So,
he's still
has anybody
one of the best.
spoke to Cobra after the show? Is he looking to do another? Is he looking? Is he? He's not too down about it. Is he looking to go?
No. He said that he's gonna train. He's gonna train, and then he's
Yeah.
gonna be back. And that's what I like about it.
I
Yeah,
spoke to him. He
Yeah.
said he's just firing up. That's the start of his
Yeah.
journey.
He's not
Everything
done.
starts now.
He's done nothing, have he? Done nothing.
Well, Engin, and like, how about what Cobra did during the East versus West? The best thing you ever could have done was room him with Ryan Bowen, because he turned his YouTube channel. He like 5 times his subscribers, and he caught a lot of good behind the scenes stuff.
yeah, smart guy. So that is what I try to suggest to today's lightweights to do the same things. That's your opportunity. While Cobra at the age of 58 is doing that better than 99% of the people out there.
He's another one as well. He had an Istanbul haircut and was 20 years younger.
Yeah. He looked like 35 years
He was, wasn't he showed up at the restaurant and he was like 36. I thought, what is going on? Amazing. Absolute class that was.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, I gotta run out here in a bit, but were you planning on talking about the commentary stuff? I haven't really said anything about it yet.
look, I'm gonna go straight to Engin on this one because I haven't actually caught any of the stuff that's gone around. Apologies for that. I had Giants yesterday and I've been running around like an absolute nut job. So I don't know who said what about anything, but I heard that was it Pradeep has put a video out or something on this.
Yeah.
So anybody know the detail of it or what's going on?
I know that there's been a video.
Yeah, Pradeep did a video with me.
Okay. So what were the essence?
Yeah, but
of
like,
that?
well, I mean, and Engin can cover it. Like Pradeep made, so when we did the fix and Devon and Engin were in the car, I agreed with Devon that the live commentary could be perceived as a little bit douchey. And I see like the logic behind it. Well, Pradeep obviously disagrees with me. So he had about like 6 counter arguments, and a lot of which are valid. But I thought it was like a really good, healthy discussion. And I think a lot of like the comments on Pradeep's channel were in support of the live commentary, but there are a lot of the people who join in for the live commentary. But Pradeep made a really good point that he knows like 10 people who bought the pay-per-view based off of tuning into live commentary first. Right. And then there was also the counterpoint of like, there are a lot of people who buy the pay-per-view and also listen to the live commentary because they want to hear the commentary from the event and also these other people that they follow. Right. So there's a few it's an interesting discussion. It really is.
What's your whole take on this, Engin? How did this start? Were you pissed off about it? Something? I know you were pissed off about people obviously putting out content, pirated content.
That is a different thing. I don't have any.
So how's this come about? How's the whole live commentary? Because it had a go at King of the Table a while ago, and then it went away. And has it come back? Why has it come back with a vengeance now?
What's that? What's the King of the Table?
Yeah, when King of the Table, I think it was King of the Table 4. And it was quite a big topic at that time.
And I don't remember. The only thing I remember when Devon and Levon was pulling, I asked Don Idris and I said, Don, do you want me to do live commentating and just to support you and say that you guys go and watch this event? And I said, what is better for that? And he said, we better not do it. And I said, okay, because like I don't really need to do such thing, but I thought it would help. So because everyone is doing, I thought it was a good thing for the pay-per-view. So he prepared not to. And then I'm not gonna give the names, but a few very top athletes told me that, Engin, this is bad for pay-per-view.
Okay.
And I kind of agreed with them when they told me the reasons.
Mhm.
So I kind of thought that, you know, like, since, I mean, I was thinking that when we do an event, the priority is not YouTubers to make money from that. Priority is first to cover the event, right? So that we can continue. So then the community can enjoy YouTuber, athlete, fans, and everything. But the priority, we need to cover the event. So I thought that it would be like that, but then I realized that many people disagree with that, and but it is, to me, very, like, again, as Ryan said, that there is nothing illegal with it. There is nothing illegal. If we do that, it is only like we can say that, you know, like I mean, if you really enjoy this event, just please, you know, don't do it. You know, the best, most you can do about it. So, but after I talked with Ryan and I talked with Pradeep, they say that, you know, there are people who buys, but we never know how many people didn't buy because of that either. But for sure, many of the support that comes to you were from their countrymen. You know, I can see from the the their, how to say, accounts. You know. Anyway, so at the end, I thought that, you know, as long as they have intention to support the event, you know, I mean, everything is okay, you know, and then we can get along, we find a middle ground, and yeah, guys, just do that. And I mean, because you want to do it for sure, I see that. And at least, you know, just encourage people to watch. So, and so that's what's the final, this is the final point.
So in terms of the debate on it, I'm assuming that Pradeep was for it, for live commentary. Who else has put videos out?
Ryan put a video out giving his perspective.
Ryan's for it. I know that because we've spoken about it in the past.
Yeah.
Ryan's done some really big videos, hasn't he? I think, didn't Ryan have like 20,000 people on one, or am I making that up? He had a lot on.
He had somewhere in the neighborhood of, I think it was 18,000 for Devon and Levon.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of things that go into it, and it's not, a lot of people like to make it out. And number one, I thought Engin's response was aces. Perfect way to do it. Loved it.
You mean the video?
Yeah, your video. I thought it was wonderful. Thought it was wonderful. Perfect. Works awesome. I just think it's more complicated than most people want to acknowledge, right? It's not. Of course, there is one aspect of it where the individual commentator, of course, there's an aspect of money. There's an aspect of pushing yourself. There's an aspect of, I would like to do this more often, so I want to show people how awesome it is. But there's also an aspect of, I want to do this because I know I can reach out and pluck new people and bring them in. And I have been a very big advocate since the beginning of my arm wrestling career. I am more of a performer than I am an arm wrestler. It is more exciting for me to commentate than it is to arm wrestle, right? So that's for me. Now, as a promoter, 100% understand it, get it. You want to protect your property. You want to do all that. And as we move on in arm wrestling, and arm wrestling becomes bigger and bigger, we're going to have more of these issues, and we're going to have to walk a fine line between moral and ethical use and misuse versus what the law is. And I think we should all just prepare to get closer and closer to what the law is, because that seems to be the track for everything else. Because once you get morality and ethicality into it, it's just like we're all over the place, you know? But I think the way Engin is going and saying, look, if you have good intention, let's do it. Let's bring more. Because look, there's nobody that's going to convince me that Engin isn't for the sport, right? And I can only speak for myself, and I can probably speak for Aussie Arm Wrestler. What we want is the sport to grow. The money we have made off of all of our live streams, we are now to the point where we're putting it back in. So we support East versus West. We put money into East versus West. We get the signed t-shirt. We give the signed t-shirt away to make sure that people are interacting, get it out there to more and more people. So I can only talk for us because I'm a team with Aussie Arm Wrestler, and we are trying our best to do that. So, you know, as long as there's no live video, I am for it. As soon as you start using actual content without it being extremely transformative, then it's over with. Then you're dead meat.
Ray, got any thoughts on this?
Personally, and I never done any live commentary for one reason only. I believe it's still going to take away attention. If I do a live commentary on an event, then I'm not going to be there. I know I'm going to get subscribers. I know I'm going to gain.
To bring charge.
I know I'm going to get all those things. And I don't know if I help the event. If I would know that I would help the event, I would do it. So I personally, like, I made a choice, conscious choice very early, because arm wrestling is such a small sport that it's still like we have the number of real fans is very low. We talk about something like MMA, the guys will, like, all the biggest podcasts will do their live watching parties because everyone's still going to buy the pay-per-view because it's such a big sport.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, like, the sport is so small, I cannot take anything away from the guys. Like, I like, this is my personal choice. I didn't put any money down for the event, you know.
What if I could prove that the math you did to convince yourself of that fact was wrong? What if your math was wrong and it's actually the opposite? Like, theoretically, if I could prove that.
Oh, well, if
But
I
how
would
do you
know,
know that how many people didn't buy?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. If it could be proven, if the data shows, because I believe strongly that what you just described, Ray, is not accurate. I don't have the data, and nobody has the data
Nobody
to
has.
exactly figure that out at
Yeah,
this
so
point.
that is why I think that it is what promoter is thinking should be taken to the
Is that
consideration.
kind of this? I might be missing something here, but has this come about because were you pissed off about this going out, Engin? In terms of why? I'm trying to get to the basis of why this has resurfaced, because it surfaced a while back. Were you angry about it, or were Core Sports angry about it off this last event?
No, I mean, in fact,
pay-per-view
you know, I never had this. Like, one time, one of the very top famous athletes told me this,
right?
And then this time again, someone very top also told me this, and then they kind of convinced me that, you know, they know what they are talking about. But I really
It's
do
happened
not
with
know.
boxing and UFC for years, hasn't it? And I
Yeah,
know I saw an
everyone
interview
does.
a while back, and
So-
Dana White was saying they don't like it when people do it on the UFC. Surely, if these guys had analytical support that it was beneficial, they would be for it, wouldn't they? I don't know. Would they?
hey, so
They don't like it. UFC don't like this.
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. But the only other thing is that if everyone here, athletes, everyone is just like millions dollars are going around, you understand? Everything is easy to cover.
Mhm.
Probably I would care less. Right now, my intention, some people, I get very angry with them. They call me greedy, while they can figure out that even if I didn't put the half of the matches, I would still have the 98% of the same pay-per-view. The only reason I'm putting all those matches that are unknown and not bringing pay-per-view, because I want to make them known to the community so we can grow. It wouldn't circle around like 5-6 guys, you know, as it used to be. So, but my biggest fear is that, like, I will tell you honestly, for many years, Neil, you and I, we both know, we went to world championships, we went to top events, we won the wars, and we came right home. Nobody gave a shit, right? Nobody.
No.
Nobody. Only we, right?
Mhm.
Right. We wanted, as the other sports, we don't have to be like this, but we wanted at least some attention that we deserve, right?
Yeah.
It hurt me, but I buried in my heart for many years. But I said, I'm gonna do this because I think because it is the most important thing for me to feel free. Like, I want to win the wars. I will do that for me, for my satisfaction, for my dreams. I will do that. But from one side, it hurt me. But if I would just so much cared about it, I would be demoralized, and then I couldn't continue. But I just said, I'm not going to listen to anyone. I will just run after my dreams. But now, after so many years, I have opportunity to at least make other top athletes to receive the attention that they deserve. You understand? I know I'm talking slow, but I'm just trying to pick my words. It's not my native language, So I am, some fathers, they wanted to have something when they are young. They didn't have chance to do that. But when they are older, they have opportunities, so they want their kids to have that, right? Because they always wanted for themselves. So what I feel for the community is this, because I didn't have the main stage. I didn't have that. So I want to, now I have opportunity. I love arm wrestling. So I'm just trying to make my dreams come true on other athletes. I cannot even train. I go gym. I don't have, because I cannot carry 2 watermelon under one arm. I go gym. I look at the weights. Weights look at me. I just come home. Yeah. But I can help others, right?
The other really, critical point here. It's like the old: if you can do something about it, do it. If you can't, then don't worry about it. One of the biggest issues with this is what, and I'll come back to Paul in a minute and get your sort of feelings on this as well, mate, because I know you were on the call with.
Yeah, he's gonna go, but I want to add something. The last word, what I wanted to say about that, I don't want anything to harm this opportunity that I can serve to arm wrestling. I don't want any possibility to harm this. I'm not saying
if it was detrimental.
I'm not saying live commentating is harming. I'm not saying, I don't know that. The truth, I don't know. But if it is, then I don't like that. But if it is not, and it's not because I'm greedy, this is because I do not want these athletes to get ready for an amount of money that they don't deserve. They deserve much more. You understand? I
know how you feel on the greedy thing for a start, because we had an Indian takeaway tonight, I swear to God. And just before this show, actually, and my missus said to me, she said, "You eating all them chapatis?" And I'm like, and she's like, "Fucking greedy." I'll tell you what, it hurt. That happened. Now, Paul, give us your thoughts. Are you sort of for, or are you against?
My initial stance was similar to Ray's. Whereas I'm like, John says, if we can create data that proves it one way or another. If there's data, then there's no discussion. You go with the thing that's most positive. The problem is there's no access to data. So right now, my first assumption was, if somebody is having access to commentary, that's potentially a person that's not buying the pay-per-view. And when we're in the infancy of this thing, and Engin is funding, his business model is to fund all of this through pay-per-view sales. I understand the level of stress he has, because he might need those extra 100 pay-per-view sales to stay out of the red. So I look at that and say, there is a potential that could detract from pay-per-view buys. Now, when Pradeep and John make the counter argument, I have to step back and say that there could be validity to that as well. We just can't prove it. So I think really what it comes down to, and I said to Pradeep, really what it is it's following the wishes of the promoter. So if Engin was to say, "Hey, listen, guys, I'm not comfortable with this. Would you do me a favor and step back?" I think it's on us to say, "Okay, Engin, thank you for all you do. We're going to respect your wishes and we're going to step back." And I think everyone would. But I think when John and Pradeep, they have genuinely passionate feelings that this is doing something positive. We just can't prove it. We can't prove the positive versus the negative. So I know Pradeep mentioned, John mentions, all right, we're going to take some of the proceeds from this video. We're going to buy a shirt. We're going to put it back into the event. Pradeep mentioned taking half of whatever he gets for his video and, putting it into the event. I think in this juncture,
no. I don't want anything. I want YouTubers to make money as well. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk openly. I am not going to mention everything, but any guy who are active on social media that are helping me with the East versus West website or the
Yes.
YouTube or something, you can ask them what's it, private. You can ask them what is the condition that I work with them. They will all tell you that I'm very generous, and it's not because I'm generous. It is because they deserve. I want, as a community, YouTuber, athlete, everyone to make more money. I want all of us to lift up, and you understand, all of us. And I wouldn't want any of those guys like who are doing live commentating to get hurt feelings here I'm talking about, because they are very important for the community. But again, you know, I'm a little bit paranoid about that. You know, I have a goal. I want to make these people so famous. So like, I want them to be professional. I want them to be professional arm wrestler to make a living.
There is a way where
So
there's
I
more
think-
win-win in for everybody really in this, because I mean, first of all, when you talk about the data, you've got to take into consideration that everybody's within an echo chamber. So you put a question out there, you're receiving data. The only data you've got access to is the data from your fans, your outreach coming back to you, and that is inevitably going to be within some kind of echo chamber. But there is a middle ground where you look at where's the distinction between a watch party and a commentary. And if you can find a nice place in the middle where you're more leaning towards it's a watch party, you're not doing play-by-play commentary, but you're having a good time with your audience, you're engaging with your guys, and all the time you're constantly promoting the event and promoting people to buy in.
Right. So that's kind of the direction I was going. Like the fact that John and Pradeep are willing to say, "Hey, I would do this. Like I'm good with doing that." Really, it just comes down to like, Engin doesn't want that monetary compensation, and that's fine too. But the willingness to do that is more important than the act itself. So it's like Engin's putting together this event. He just explained exactly what his motivation is. He wants to grow the sport. He wants to pay the athletes. He'll do 15 matches, even though he could do the same amount of pay-per-views with 6. To me, that says he's doing the right thing for the right reason. And that should be our ultimate goal in life. You can do the right thing, but you can do it for the wrong reason. But if these YouTube channels are going out there doing live commentary and they're doing it with a genuine purpose to help, like that energy will manifest. If we're doing the right thing for the right reason, I think you can make it work for everybody.
Well, here, let me say one thing, guys, that we all need to, whatever side you're on, the bigger arm wrestling gets. Like right now, if you talk to me or Ryan or Aussie or Pradeep, we all actually love arm wrestling.
Yes.
Lot.
Yeah.
There are people coming who don't. Okay. And they don't give a fuck, right? They don't care if they get invited to East versus West or Arm Wars or King of the Table. There's nothing to hold over their heads. So that's why I think we, as a community, we got to start thinking of how, to realistically respond, because it's not going to last forever. That's my opinion. Is whether we want it to be one way or not, there's going to come a point where there's too many people if we keep growing.
Yeah, but I think I see us as a family, arm wrestling family.
Yeah,
and I see that with the dialogue every day, we all know what to do. We come to a common sense point, and like I think that we need to be like this, and then for the people who will join to this community, we will also be examples, like how the things are done in this community. If we go into conflict, then it will not happen. We need to be like this. And then we say to everyone who comes here, listen, this is a community that leaders of this community love arm wrestling. We are thinking the best of arm wrestling. You want to be part of it? Here is our rules. When I say our rules, I mean like to think of the sport, athletes, fans at the first place. If you can still make money, just make money. Of course, I would want everyone to make money. And I think that we need to go up all together. We need to grow all together. If I want to make money, because I'm tired of borrowing money to organize an event, I want a secure thing, you understand? I want to know that no matter if the pay-per-view doesn't go super good, like I'm not going to lose, because whatever I lose is also something that come from here, you understand? At least if I see that it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. It can be my last event if it's not working anymore. but you understand, I need to be strong so I can pay athletes more every event, more comes, more I pay, because they don't get what they deserve. Trust me.
Okay, so some engaging arguments there. I need to do my homework and watch some of the stuff that's been put out on this. If there's been some sort of engaging arguments and people who've done more actual research on what the outcome is. My stance on it personally, I've never done a live commentary. I've never been inclined to.
You were on my live commentary once. Take it back. You were on mine. That counts. That counts.
I mean, that's like unbelievably twisted, John, because if I remember rightly, you and Ozzy actually like said, "Get your ass in here, son."
Get in.
It was like a live show, and I came on, not really on the commentary. I've never done a live commentary myself.
I don't know which event it was, but it was one of the smaller events.
Yeah.
I couldn't buy it, so I just tuned in and watched live commentary. I know the result of the match. I'm like, okay, done.
So you stole arm wrestling product. Did you compensate that person for not buying the pay-per-view? Jesus, Ray.
I know, but the thing is, it's for me, like, it was like, there's already guys doing the commentary. And so for me, it's okay. I think it's, I'll be honest, if it's, why would we need another commentary when you can
It's
have
not the
watch
commentary. It's 20% commentary and 80% live chat.
Okay.
People want
It's
the
live
live
chat.
chat.
It's the chats.
Yeah, it's if the chat, you know, for me that's okay. But sometimes I look at guys are doing exactly the commentary. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense because there's already commentary for the event, so they're definitely not helping. But if you just watch it, you're like, oh, hook. Oh, he got pinned. Yeah, you know, that's different. And that's, in my opinion, that helps.
If we give the live commentary, official live commentary of East versus West as an audio out and on a YouTube, and then there's a chat room, so does it mean that everyone else will stop because this is provided?
No.
A lot of people will stop, definitely. Guarantee you.
I don't
I'm
think
telling you right now, I'm not going to
they're
stop.
tuning in for the personality.
I'm telling you right now that whatever the decision is, I'm not going to stop.
there you go.
Ever.
So,
Ever.
They
Oh,
tune
okay,
in for the
okay.
personalities. You know, they tune in because they are fans of John and Jake, or they are fans of Ryan. They tune in because, for those guys. And I just think there's maybe just a little bit of an onus not to make it too play by play. You know, make it more, try and make it more of a watch along.
For me, it's
more of a
personal.
show.
For me, it's personal show. Like, I don't want to do it because someone's already doing it.
Yeah, it was more for me. It was out of respect for the event.
Yeah.
And everybody takes their own stance on that. I remember at the time, with the Dubai show was going on, myself and Ryan got into it. Ryan was like, put 2 and 2 together and got 5. That is literally what happened. And I was the black sheep, and I was the guy that was casting aspersions on him. Actually, wasn't the case at all, but that's what happened. So because there was a discussion, a 3-way discussion, myself and John were involved in it. Jake, I think, got involved with it later. Ryan was very much involved in it, and through that back door, he was speaking to John and assumed that I'd been a guy that had been giving him shit. If you ask me 1-to-1, did I approve of it? Absolutely not. I thought it was a dick move. But that's just my personal choice. I didn't go out and sort of publicize that and go online and say, oh, you know, this is that and this is that, and lay down the law. If somebody's got stats and figures, as to answer John's sort of point earlier, that said, actually, this is extremely beneficial and here's the stats and the proof to support that, then you'd be a fool not to listen. I'd certainly listen to that. I'd love to see that evidence. I have no clue whether that is the case or is not the case. If somebody can come with that kind of thing, then yeah, I'll be open to change my position on that. And the world's a funny thing, you know. You the day you know everything, you might as well give up.
As would I in the other direction. If we found out there's like this horrendous negative effect, I would stop immediately. Yeah. I just don't believe that to be the case.
But you think that the promoter, you wouldn't give a shit about what promoter would think? No,
Engin. Don't. First off, Neil, have I bent over backwards, in your opinion? Have I always asked you if I was ever going to use any shred of Arm Wars footage ever in the history
in
of
my
time?
experience, John, you've been nothing but respectful, mate. In my
Right.
experience,
No, but
you've
you
always
said that
said,
you would never
would you
stop.
mind
You
if
said-
I use
you said-
this?
you
Could
said-
I use this? You always approach and see, you know, are you happy with me using this? I've got no issue with that whatsoever. Yeah, no problem with
But
that.
you,
whatsoever.
you did just say that. Did you just say that you would never stop, even if I would
Unless
recover?
if somebody provided me with data that suggested an inverse correlation where
wouldn't
everything I
care-
was
you
doing,
wouldn't care the opinion of the person who is taking all kind of risk and spending
which, like I just said, Engin,
$170,000.
like I just gave you an example of when I've talked to someone like
I mean,
Neil.
how can you prove that? Would you not respect? Like whenever I ask Ryan Bowman,
Engin, fucking
I said-
listen,
I
I'm
said-
trying to explain it to you right now.
I said, Ryan, can you tell me what happened at the Arm Wars this match? He said, I cannot tell you. I said, this is private conversation. And you know, I'm not going to tell anyone. Can you tell me, Ryan? He said, no, I cannot tell you. He doesn't even give a single result privately to me because Neil asked him to not to. And I respected. I said, okay, I respect it. Because I knew it wouldn't be harmful just to know. And I'm not going to go to online and YouTube and say, hey, this guy beat this guy. I'm not going to say. But he told me that he said that you're required. And he said he needs to listen to what you say because you are the one and he respects you as an organizer. He didn't ask any data or something, anything from you that it would harm your event or something. So that is where we divide, Jonathan.
Hey guys, sorry to break
No
up the
idea.
flow here,
I
but I
need
gotta
to
run.
go as well.
I'm going in here to get to the bathroom here. I appreciate. First off, thank you guys all for what you do for the arm wrestling community. I think everybody on here does their due diligence. So I appreciate you guys. I love you, and I talk to y'all next time.
Cheers, Paul. Just before we go any further, I want to bring John back in a minute with his point on that. But I'm conscious that we ran for a while there, and there's quite a few super
Neil,
chats.
I'm leaving, my friend. Thank
Just
you.
wait a minute, Engin, because there might be some super chats for you, mate. Just bear with me a momento, because I think some of these probably will be questions for yourself. So let's just try and knock these over. First of all, proving astrology. Alex versus Vitali. Winner pulls Jerry for the title. Is that something you'd consider, Engin?
Vitaly is from Russia. We explained this countless times that right now I'm not allowed to invite them, but
Okay,
I
mate.
don't know.
Sorry, there you go. Proving astrology. We got Kirsten Prodigy in the chat. Thanks, mate. He's put, I'll take the match with Ray. Hey up, Ray. Here we go. Kirsten Prodigy would like the match with Ray. Would be an honor to pull with him. And I'm back. Great show as always. And keep it up, Engin. So there's another option for you, mate.
Is it not a little bit too soon? I know Kirsten's saying he's back, but he was complaining a little bit about it, you know, saying it's not. Even in the after pull, he was feeling a little.
You certainly have to be careful with Rolly Ray in one of those 20-minute around Thunder matches.
Nobody knows Kirsten better than Kirsten, but yeah.
He's put, Neil, when will we see you back on the table? We all saw you pulling with Matai and you looked strong. Come back 2023. Mate, at the moment, genuinely honest with you, not training for arm wrestling at all. Haven't done for years, and I've really no intention of doing so. Whenever I do a little bit, my wrist is absolutely bollocksed. It's really bad. I would need to get something like stem cells, or I mean, a couple of weeks ago I started doing some pull-ups and stuff, and within a couple of days of doing it, was going okay. I mean, it was terrible, but I started doing a few just partial pull-ups and getting things in order there and doing press-ups. And my wrist, well, James will tell you, my wrist was bollocks. It swelled up to like twice its normal size and was really bad. So I struggle with that. I'll let it calm down and try and go again just for general fitness. I want to do that, but yeah, don't see me arm wrestling anytime soon. I would love to get stem cells and look at getting back involved, mate, but it may be a while. We'll have to see what happens. Pretty scrap at the moment, unfortunately. Let me just knock over a couple more of these. Keller Williams, if Levan had to pull every single person from East versus West 5 for 2 rounds apiece back to back, do you think he would lose a round? Engin?
Yeah, I mean, just start from the lightest to the toughest. I don't think he can come even to the toughest one.
Okay. That's
I mean, that is human, human, just
Mhm.
like you're
Team
talking
matters.
about 25 guys, you're talking about Morozov, Revas, and Dave Chaffee and Hermes. Whenever you pull one-on-one against someone, you both lose energy. But whenever you pull against everyone, I mean, like at the end, Hermes would just look at his face, my opinion.
Yeah, it's a bloody good point. There's
I'm
some
not saying fresh or fresh, but
more
at
as
the end,
well.
yeah.
I mean, Zorano, you some
Yeah.
beast, and also would challenge and fatigue Levon in a lot of areas. So Jace with a super chat, weird one. Uncle John has a weak hand and wrist.
Oh, Jace. Yeah. Hey, Jace, you should ask Artem what he thought about my left hand and wrist a couple weekends ago.
Engin's vertical line with a super chat. He's put, girls pay a lot for their haircuts. They could make Engin a lot of money. 2 girls on the card. Has to be at least 20 male haircuts potentially. East versus West 5 at 0 on the card. Yeah, but I think you've got a couple of girls coming in for East versus West 6, Engin, is that right?
Yeah, Gabriela and Barbara.
Mega. So that's a massive match there coming up, guys. YouTube Connolly family, Engin. What about Lachlan versus Zurab?
Yeah, that would be a good match. Yeah.
Thunder G, the super chat. Thanks, mate. He's put, Engin, you're amazing. First, East versus West in the US. Would you do that? Second, I noticed lots of empty seats at East versus West 5. Can you sell seats? And 3, get big sponsors like ESPN.
Yeah, just I would give the guy, if he gets me ESPN, I will give him the help of the sponsorship
Give
money.
him 5 haircuts.
Yeah.
There you go. Don with a super chat, no question. Thanks very much, Don, for your support there, mate. Proven astrology. Holy shit. Neil, can we? No, is the answer to this question. Neil, can we get Engin versus Crazy George at Arm Wars? No, but we can get Engin at Arm Wars.
He just doesn't know it yet.
Let's go, Engin.
Go, Engin. Get
Let's
the
go.
ball. Listen, when myself and Engin swim to Mexico, get the stem cells and start smacking fools. Talking about. And the wolf. Want the frigging wolf in Arm
If
Wars.
I'm healthy, I will be back faster than anyone else think,
I think after this chat, we might need to get Uncle John and Engin on the
Uncle
table.
John versus Engin, 2023.
I have far too much respect for Engin to put him through that nonsense. I wouldn't even want him to disgrace his hand by grabbing onto the likes of me. He is too far above. Let's keep the gutter trash in the gutter, people. Look, I know what I'm good at. I know what people pay me to do. It's not East versus West, guys. We need to go down. We need to go like to Bob's Bar. That would be the only place I should be allowed it.
Patrick with a super chat. If Engin took out a series of loans with some unsavory characters to pay Travis Bagent's fee, what would a good comeback match for East versus West be for Travis Engin?
I mean,
Right.
if he's seriously training for arm wrestling ready, then it can be anyone on this source.
Yeah, Engin knows the score with Travis. He's a bat. If Travis
Neil,
Bagent's
Neil,
focused and 100%, he's a
Neil,
beast.
I really need to go, my friend, because the kid is gonna go school, and I think I'm making noise.
One little question for you, mate, but I think you actually already answered it. Bell Powers has put Engin. Can you get Richard Lupkus to East versus West to pull as a guest? He's one of the legends. Now, I think you've actually already approached him, you said earlier tonight.
Yeah, I really don't know. Whenever Americans call him like they call like Lapkus, and you say Lupus, which one is the correct pronunciation? Because I don't know.
I actually think both, but when he pronounced his name on my podcast, if you want to go over to the podcast, watch Richard Lupkus' podcast. If you've not seen that, you'll learn a great deal about him, guys. Get over there. He will tell you all about himself. That's the place to go. If you look in the playlists, go check that out. Scary individual.
If you say Lucas, then it's still correct. If you say
Yes.
Lucas, it's still correct. Okay.
Correct. It's just an accent thing, mate, really. Just
A lot of people in Minnesota call him Lupkes.
Yeah, a lot of guys in the US call him Luck Keys.
Yeah,
Richard.
love you. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys. I need to answer Jerry. Jerry sent me a message. He's asking my thoughts.
No
But
worries,
some-
Shagger.
And
We'll
you
probably
guys take
catch
care.
up in the week.
Hanging.
Biggity bong.
Yeah.
Ben
Ray.
with the super. Oh, wait a
Uh,
minute. Go. Hang on. Some abuse coming here.
Yeah, ready. Most likely.
Just get him
Because-
on there, Engin. Get the boat, Engin.
I will tell you privately. I'm not gonna tell Neil. Neil is not gonna know. Just between us.
I'm telling Neil shit.
It's that. Listen, inside track. Let's get it. I'll call you in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Engin.
No, it's between us. And
No,
you-
don't do that to me. I'll tell you what. I'll
You guys
take
care.
Ray's skin cream away.
Take care.
Alright.
Take care, guys.
Biggity bong. Right, Ben with the super chat. Michael was supposed to have a title match versus Prudnik. So is Michael in position to ask for a title match versus Devon? Or has he to climb first? And also, would he want that match? I really don't know. Do you think Michael is ready for Prudnik or Devon? I mean, I think Michael very much is ready for Prudnik. I don't think he'd want to pull Devon, if I'm perfectly honest. They've pulled a lot of times, and I'm not sure that match would really excite or bother. I don't even know whether Devon will won that match, perfectly honest. I'm sure it'll happen at some point in the future. But is Michael ready for Prudnik? Yes. If Michael's fit and 100%, I personally believe that Michael may be able to do a not dissimilar thing to what you saw from Devon in the first round of their match. I mean, what do you think about that, Ray? Michael versus Prudnik.
Let's see if Prudnik has learned his lessons.
And if Michael can get through Sandris,
Hmm.
Sandris can get through Michael.
Yeah.
If that match is confirmed. And if both men won it, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's a death war, not an easy match for either of those
I think
guys.
it could be a friggin' entertaining match. Michael Todd and Sandris.
Yeah.
Would be great.
Sanders versus the world.
Sandris is a bad mother fluffer.
I have this joke that like, so it's a
It's all about jokes, Ray. Let's go.
it's middle of night. It's Hermes and Cordecha. They're just walking and they hear something and they're like, Sanders is coming.
Is that all of it?
That's
Ray?
all. That's all.
Tell you what, Ray, I've told some shit jokes on this show. And I think, in fact, I'm about to tell another one. But I
Chad,
honestly think
Chad, get my back.
Cobra Rolls in the chat. He's just put in a super chat here. Cobra Rolls is in the chat, ladies and gents. Mother fluffer.
Hey up, Andrew.
He's put, I'm coming to take over. Stay tuned. 10:13 tonight. Oh, you're going out live. Cobra might be going out live. The resurgent Cobra Roll. It's going out live tonight, guys. Check it out. Cobra, stick around. I'm going to do a joke in a minute, son.
And not a Latvian one.
Nope. Better than Ray's. Well,
Hey,
similar level to Ray's.
Chad loves it. Everyone loves
Did
it.
they love it? If you just lit up, broke the internet with that guy. All right, let's just knock over the rest of these super chats. So, Jujimugu. I enjoyed the East versus West 5 event because of the Uncle John and Aussie and the live chat community. Otherwise, I could have just watched the matches for free a week or a month later. Fans will pick their fave venue stroke outlet. They will. What you can say, and I haven't watched any of the stuff. I'll come back on this if it's still a topic next week or later in the week. But what I would say is very important. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to round it out if you're against this. As John said earlier, you know, the people that are doing it have got to make the decision whether they want to do it or not, because you can't stop people from doing it. So I don't think Ryan would stop unless he said that he would. I don't think he would. I doubt Pradeep would. I know Aussie and John wouldn't. So it's kind of a moot point in some ways, whether you agree, disagree, or whatever. Lee Meadows has come in. Sorry, go, John. I was actually, John,
Imagine,
say come back on that earlier.
Imagine, though, this, that I am so entertaining. I am such an absolute stud that I am taking money, hard-earned money, away from promotions because I can sit for 6 hours and it's just like I'm a pay porn pig gal or whatever they call them. They just want to see it all. They can't. That's what this WrestleMania body gets you, boys. That's the real problem. You guys are just not showing enough sex appeal on the pay-per-views. Solved.
Are you fucking?
That's it. That's it, guys.
Do you realize that it was me and Rolly Ray, and he was pissed?
Look, well, Ray, though, didn't have a lot of screen time. We need to get his pelvic region up close and personal for that.
John, if his first match is East versus West, he's going to be on there for nearly a day. You will get pissed off with doing live commentary, and Ray will still be in the first round. So Ray rolls. Lee Meadows, interesting topic. Personally, for me, I buy the events and listen to the live commentaries, primarily because it gives me a chance to chat with people who love the sport like I do as it's ongoing. Fair enough. There's a different opinion. What else have we got in here? Whoa, White Wolf in the motherfucking house. White Wolf, how you doing, brother? But, well, you know, it kills me to come out and support Uncle John. However, the people in John and Jake's online commentary are pretty much all buying the pay-per-view. I'm listening to them as well. I love it.
I will say, in the very early days of some of these competitions, I have bought the pay-per-view and listened to Ozzy and John, and yeah, I've done it. But yeah, I just wanted to put that across.
I like how you did that in like you put it across like, you know, like something really bad, like this one time I fingered a kid. You know, you just did.
No, I've done it, but I bought the pay-per-view as well. But I do think there is one of the reasons why.
Show me the receipt.
It wouldn't have mattered. You can check my bank, Ray. It wouldn't have mattered.
Right there under.
We it's good that we have joined accounts. So
yeah,
it's but it is more for the personalities than anything else. And watching it at the same time, I don't think you necessarily need to do play by play. And I think they do walk a balance.
Get ready for this shit. So, Absazar Ferret Akaya with the best chat of the night. Check this out, Uncle John. He's put pay-per-views already have the best live commentators. Hey?
Yeah, but then I got to sit in my house by myself.
What about that? I do that, mate. Some of the best work goes down at that time. And I know Ray's the same. That's why you can't see.
Let me be clear. Who out of this group was the first person? Well, you guys don't even do it. But I was the first guy. So thank me more. Because I'm pretty sure I was the first guy to do live commentary.
For doing live
commentary for arm wrestling on YouTube.
What, are you like the original wanker?
I might have been.
So what event was that then? So we can start.
So the first thing I did. So here's how it went. Remember, dude, I was doing this before Pradeep knew what a computer was.
Pradeep,
what was the first time
for everything?
Okay,
Pradeep, like Uncle John is the invasion of Crete. What shit that happened before you were born?
Uncle John single-handedly destroyed arm wrestling.
We'll be on and say.
This is going to be my second time destroying arm wrestling. The original event. Okay, do you guys remember? Do you remember when Michael and Travis were all like, we're going to compete against each other. And they were trying to bait everybody on that they were having a match. And then they got up to the table. And this wasn't pay-per-view, but they got up to the table and then they pushed the table aside and they did a like who could hit the punching bag harder thing.
Oh, God, I remember that. Yeah.
I went live immediately after that. And I realized the power of simultaneous live streaming because everybody was like, these motherfuckers, I hate these.
I remember that. Yeah, it went down like a fart in a lift.
And then after that, I did a pre-show for Larry's first super match or before King of the Table even. I did something there. And then after that, it started to just be whatever events were going on. So that was at least...
And then Ozzy,
2 years ago,
Jake had that period of time when he'd commentate anything. Remember that? When Ozzy started commentating he'd have commentated Ray having a bath. Yeah. He literally commentated anything, didn't he? You'd go online and at some obscure...
I don't think you can make that more exciting with commentary.
Yeah. and Ozzy would be there commentating like mud wrestling from Japan, and fucking 4 people, and like Marcus Thompson would be on there,
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you had a few like hardcore fans listening into him at silly o'clock. So just old Joe with the super chats, but I buy the pay-per-view and listen to Ozzy and Uncle John together. There you go, mate. Another hardcore fan there. Another one popped up, so let me not lose it because I'm literally reading these bad boys off as we go down. And that's Juha Tankinen, which is a frigging great name, I have to say. Juha Tankinen, I'm just going to say again because it's such a good name. No question, should be announced in an arena. That name. That's a goddamn good name right there. Rich with a super chat. He's put Prokopchuk versus Nordalen super match would be a great one day. Oh shit, Engin, he's left, unfortunately. These guys have some unfinished business after WAF. Absolutely, mate. And that will be coming around. Let's just delete that bad boy. I'm sure he's picking up on a lot of these guys anyway. Engin is rifling matches through his mind like we do with Arm Wars. Myself and JC Stafe go through a lot of matches.
My name changes every week.
Yeah, you know. Everybody knows it's Jason. We might just call you the Do from now on. It should be James the Do Statham, shouldn't it?
The 148 do.
So Silky Wilkie with a super chat. He's put, here's money towards Engin's View and Exposure analytical team. Get them on the job. I hope we can present the sport more abundantly. We're certainly trying hard. We don't know all of the matches on East versus West 6, but I know we'll be going for it. And myself and James have a big card planned coming up early in the new year for Arm Wars as well. If you're not subscribed to Arm Wars, we hit 13,000 today, guys. Thank you to everybody for that as well. Massively appreciate it. Kevin Tamkai with a super chat, he's put, as an arm wrestling fanatic, I've bought the last 5 pay-per-view events and had live commentary on a separate screen. Okay. Dr. Alex Stavrianadakis, and he's put, it's a pay-per-view, it's a pay-per-view commentate, but no pics or videos of the event should be posted during the event. Maybe static pictures, but none of the pins or anything like that. Easy. To be honest, does anybody, none of the live feeds that go out put any, do they even put static pictures on?
No, I've only seen my own live streams because that's what I do, but I've never seen a clip of any of us who do live stream commentating ever showing any footage that I'm aware of.
Yeah, either static shots or video. No. I've not seen that.
I mean, there's people stealing it.
John is doing that wearing his sunglasses, and you can clearly see the reflection of all the matches in his sunglasses. I would...
Spoiler glasses.
Always thinking, right? Always think mirrored glasses. So Carolyn Looms, big Uncle John fan, an arm wrestling fan in general. Carolyn, how are you doing, lass? And she's put, I buy pay-per-view as a result of Uncle John watch party last year.
Boom. There's $10.
There you go, right there.
Thank you, Carolyn.
In your mother fluffing pockets. Silky Wilkie. I don't mind a price increase for an individual pay-per-view if it helps give the athletes and organizers a more deserved rate. Figuring out how to produce the codes, then I can spread the curiosity with lessened incentive to pirates. Mate, that piracy is gonna get worse as the sports gets bigger. We did a gig last night for Giants Live at Liverpool Arena, and by the time we left the show, people were already trying to rip it off, put stuff down there, and which was effectively directly ripped off the live feed. I saw it when I got back to the room. We're talking 2 hours after the show.
That the level you're experiencing that with Giants Live is more significant than what we're seeing with arm wrestling.
Oh,
right?
God.
It's way bigger sport. Yeah.
This is all coming down the chute for us, right? All of it doesn't matter what we do, in my opinion. I think it's going to happen.
Well, I can't imagine the kind of stuff that UFC go through. You know, soccer, God knows what. Any big sport will have unbelievable issues with it, but I suppose they've also got a great deal more resource than our sport has to sort of get rid of that. And if people are putting out, it's obviously a massive problem if you've got a situation where people are ripping off the actual content and putting it out.
Yeah, that's nobody is making. I don't think I haven't heard anybody making an argument for that except for absolute crazy people.
Fair enough. Do you notice how you were just
Ryan Bowen?
And Ryan did it once, though. Wanker.
Well, that's true. Look, like I said, I'm only speaking for myself.
Yeah.
I don't look, I've been put in a situation where I have to agree with Pradeep. You fucking think I'm happy about that?
I mean, that's what does his mum think?
The worst.
Terrible. I can't wait till Pradeep. If Pradeep's even watching this, and he usually does, I think Pradeep will go through and watch everything on like 10 speed.
Of course.
You are literally a bastard by morning, John.
Look, and here's the funny thing.
Bastard.
Oh, I'm just so happy to be here. Like, I'm glad that we can have this discussion, right? Because we can just have it, right? And we don't really have to care. That's why I feel. Maybe you guys are all going to get together and be like, this motherfucker's got to go. But I feel like we can pretty easily, we're such a core group of people still. There's really this core group of like, not even 30 people that are like really doing stuff on YouTube. And I think this is all part of the process. And I don't know whether it's going to go good first or bad first, but I think we have to be true to each other.
Everybody doesn't necessarily need to agree on everything.
Right.
As long as we keep the thing going in the same direction or roughly the same direction. That's the main thing at the end of the day. We haven't even got warmed up yet. So, I think certainly something like this, which I'm on the side of the fence, that my particular side of the fence is if the organizer of the event doesn't want you to do live commentary, I wouldn't do it. That's my side of that. As I say, all the others.
And John's been on the same side of that because John was asked once directly not to do it, and he didn't do it on that particular event.
I have in the past. I have in the past. It's going to be case by case, but here's the thing. Like I've said it before, but like I am in no way, shape, or form trying to make arm wrestling a career. So if I get a shitty reason, if I get somebody from a new major promotion comes to me and they're like, we know you do live commentary, fuck you, we don't want to do it. Oh, it's going to be big. It's going to be big. And they're going to have to waste a shitload of time and energy in order to take everything down. Because I honestly, I just don't give a fuck.
So I mean, Engin seemed on the fence a bit. I know Devon's more my side of it. He's anti. Ray's a bit anti. Paul's anti. Ryan's for. If you go through the whole thing, people say, what? What was that, Ray?
Antichrist.
Coming up.
Ray's immediately ramping this argument up.
He's ramping it up.
Antichrist.
So let's just knock over these last super chats. Guys, we're going to be jumping off in a minute, so please don't send any more super chats, guys.
I think everyone's wrong.
Your microphone's messed up,
I think
Rolly.
everyone's kind of right.
Your microphone, Rolly.
Yeah, I'd like to know if there's any stats and facts, and if anybody's got stuff that actually supports that it builds it. If there is, awesome. Send that out there. Don't even know whether that exists, but if it does, I'd be keen to see what that is.
Someone should just make a spreadsheet or a pie chart and just like stats.
Corey Miller on it.
Yeah,
because it's easy to see both sides. It's very easy to see both sides.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's tricky without data, and you're probably never going to get. I mean, where are you going to get this? Where are you going to source the data from, even if you could?
Well, we'd have to start collecting it now. We would have to be open.
Yeah,
So
but
Engin
it's all
would
gonna
have
be
to be
biased,
open with
man.
buy rates. King of the Table would have to be open. We'll never know until all parties are open with their data. We could know right now. We could know, but King of the Table ain't opening that data. Engin ain't open, and they shouldn't have to.
Yeah, but
But
how's that
And
data?
the day
gonna
I
help you
go
get
and
to
try
the
and
bottom of it?
collate that data into a spreadsheet is the day I'll punch myself in the dick.
Oh, I'm not doing it. I'm way too dumb. Way
No
too
way.
dumb.
I just wouldn't do it anyway, just out of principle.
But
Somebody
if
comes
we
up
could-
to me and says, fatty, because they know me. Any chance you'll go out and collate data on this? I'll be like, no.
Not at all. But if all of a sudden arm wrestling got $1 gajillion, we could certainly hire people that would absolutely be able to do that. They would take the data, all of the buy rate data versus the amount of people watching. They could try to connect things. Like, we don't have enough data yet, but we could set data collection up. It would just cost an amazing amount of money that nobody in arm wrestling has or cares to use. We
I'll
can't
just
even
mention
get
it
piss
to Corey
test done.
Miller, and Corey will again do it. And in a couple of weeks,
Oh.
on your show and go, you'll never guess what I've done. And and then talk about it for like an hour, and it'll be really good and way above anything. If I did it, that side of my brain would blow up. So I'm doing it. Now then, you Tankana is coming again with another bloody super chat, mate. Biggity bong. Oh my God, John.
Uh-oh.
Joel Cagle's coming.
Joel Strawberry. Oh, man.
Somebody call. Some people call him Strawberry Cough, and some people call him the chicken.
Oh, I love that guy.
Can love him. Absolutely love Joel Cagle. I love him. He's put, who do you all want to see Dusty Hyatt pull in 2023?
Everybody.
Mate, all I can say is this. We want to know why they call you the chicken man. And as far as I'm concerned, that's maybe the most fascinating thing that I've come across in 2022. Some people call him Strawberry Cough. Some people call him the chicken man.
Yes. they
Rob
do.
SC FC7. What an hombre. Have a pint on me, Mr. Picky. Thanks, mate. I will definitely do that. I will actually, because I'm completely knackered from last night. Remember, guys, don't send any more super chats because we're going to jump off here in uno momento. Travis Newsom, thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. He's put no disrespect to those at the event, but John called many of those matches 100% spot on. Must say I did on that as well, mate.
Disrespect taken.
Mm-hmm.
You want to
Very
go?
impressive.
You want to go?
Me, the pay-per-views play on the TV and Aussie's live commentary plays on my phone. So one of the guys who's playing both. Good for you, mate. Let's have a look. Oh, somebody amazing just went.
I'm happy for people who have TVs and phones.
Laughed, and I deserve to be laughed at because it's football. Let's go.
By the way, let me just completely cut you off. I thought Pradeep and Engin were best fucking friends. What happened to that?
Whoa! What?
What? That wasn't that it?
After tonight's conversation, you might be number 2 best friend.
Whoa, sweet child of mine. What? Have Engin
Pradeep
and
is
Pradeep
notorious.
fallen out?
Pradeep, well, I don't know, because obviously Engin wasn't so happy about people showing results, and Pradeep did that right afterwards.
Oh
but
my
like,
God.
I don't know, but if I'm a best friend with someone,
Pradeep's awesome with that though, because sometimes Pradeep will go something like, right, I'm just going to like preempt this by saying that Ryan is my second favorite person. I think he was like second favorite.
Second best
favorite
friend.
person
Second best friend, mate.
ever.
Second best friend.
That's it. He's my second best friend ever. I'm going to tell you all, he's a complete, nearly as much as Mindaugas, right? But he's my second most favorite person ever. How he rolls. Now, White Wolf with a super chat.
oh god,
Jeebus, I never thought to expand the screen and zoom in on John's sunglasses. Genius, Ray. Thanks, buddy. Always thinking.
I want to say just Neil, John, Jason, you guys are my number 7, number 22, and 42 best friends in the world.
Respectively.
Is
And
that-
all of
who's
us are-
what? What's
No,
who's what?
I can't tell. Just like results of Arm Wars, I just can't.
No, here's a question for you, Ray. You've met a lot of people in arm wrestling.
So hang on a minute. So your dad's only your 7th best friend?
You didn't say what order.
It could have been 42nd.
Oh, it could be 42nd.
Didn't say what order, did he? Didn't say what order. That's the important part of you. Now, Ray, you've met a lot of people in the sport of arm wrestling, right?
Yes, I have.
And most people are awesome.
Most people, 99% are awesome.
Is there any name that springs to mind of somebody who's a bit of a...
There is one. There is one. And again, if you ask any arm wrestler on a planet that has born or will be born ever, they will say his name is one and only. He is the Mindaugas Tarasidis.
What a bastard. What an
Moriarty
absolute
himself.
Moriarty. What a...
I mean, even his mom. His
mum, it's on there.
She
We
confirmed it for us.
I feel for that lady.
Yeah, came on the phone, told us all about it.
Yeah.
We love
Spent
you.
20 minutes talking about it, how
Yeah.
much of a he is.
And
He had lots to say.
what? Legend. We love him, and he's just got to win.
I love Benogus.
And he's going to be your next match, I think, in Armwrestling, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He is
Left arm.
already teed it up, so that's coming.
Are you
Moriarty
taking over
versus-
for Giannis?
2023.
Mate,
We'll
Giannis
see.
won't ever pull him, so we had to draft in Rowley.
Oh my goodness, Ray! Like, where's the stopping point? Is it where between Mindaugas and Levon? Where is the stopping point where you think you might slow down a little bit? Like, who might slow you down?
I'm not saying any of those men can slow me
See,
down.
that's exactly what it is. There's just no one out there. There's nobody out there that can
Yeah.
take on Coach Ray.
Coach
I
Ray.
feel the challenges and the talent pool is kind of getting talentless. So
All we can say is thank God
Hey,
there is
and
no
I-
3-round super matches.
I haven't even been drinking. No drinks, nothing.
How many
Absolutely.
potatoes have you eaten today? How many potatoes?
No potatoes.
No
you
edibles.
better get a
That
potato
explains
in you.
everything. That explains everything.
That's it. Karaoke Vic with a super chat. He's put, Neil, the answer to your question is Devon started this. He said the live commentary was douchey. Oh, so this was all off last week's fix.
I think that was where I first heard of it.
Oh,
But
bloody
we had
hell.
some conversations in the events because
I've missed something.
the problem is it takes away some of the tension. If they help, they are great. I love it if they help. The problem is when, it's a lot of people still don't know about this. They don't know and they will not buy.
There you go.
If they don't know about it, they're not going to buy it. How are they going to
Yeah,
know
but
about it?
I wouldn't give them any news. I wouldn't help them find out.
Then that's why arm wrestling is such shit right now, Ray. That's
I
why
know, I'm
nobody
kidding.
knows about it.
I'm
It's because we
kidding.
don't talk
I'm
about it.
kidding. I think everything we do kind of helps if it it doesn't, if you do not rip up the stream, do what the fuck you want to do. I just don't do it, and that's it.
Yeah, each to their own.
Yeah.
Here we go. Cobra Roll.
I just think you kind of like Mindaugas a little bit. That's all.
Well,
yeah,
I
you're
mean,
massive.
the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah.
Tree.
So Cobra Rose has come in with a super chat.
Oh,
He's
shit.
put, is that Jason Statham in the flesh? Hashtag 113. It is, mate, with a very expensive haircut, looking on his best form.
More aerodynamic, and it's all Batman's fault.
Yeah, he can literally put his head out of a car as a
He
car sunroof
turned up.
without
Where
his...
was it when we first saw him? He turned up like a brand new man.
Mate, Cobra will get you in all
A
kinds
brand
of...
new.
He will
man.
get you in all...
I saw him when he cut weight, and then I saw him 3 hours later. I'm like, is this Cobra? I'm like,
That photograph that you took of him is one of the best, where he's in the spacesuit in the sauna.
yeah.
That's a great picture. Karaoke Vix, but Pradeep responded to Devon's comment. At some point this week, I'll check all this stuff out. I've just been running around like an absolute knob these last few days. Iron Maiden, Paul Maiden's just come in with a super chat here. He's put, Paul Linn, Rustam trains with Club Torture full time. Was having a piece of cake and a brew earlier, getting his game plan ready for you. He respects you a lot. Engin, absolutely awesome, amazing job. Unfortunately, Paul Engin's left, but I'm sure he'll be watching because he usually does. He's got all his eyes on this. Yesterday, I believe you guys had the Nationals. Hopefully that went well. Congrats to everyone who walked away with the title there. I did see a note that Craig Sanders won, and that was lovely to see. Good job, Craig.
I did want to say one thing to Paul Maiden. Go fuck yourself. Evan Burgoyne is going to destroy you. It's not even going to be funny. It's going to be sad.
Evan Burgoyne, I think I saw a minute ago in the chat. Is Evan in here, or am I make that up?
He was. I spoke to him last weekend, and we spoke on his Tuesday show, and he's going. Paul and Evan is on.
Taking place in January, I believe. Don't know the date, but I think it's 14th of January on Arm Gods, and that is going down. Is that the headline match or?
I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. I haven't seen the list. All I know is I'm pulling a strong man, and I'm going to show him how strong he's not.
So we go. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Beerman Burgoyne and his bad company is in the mother fluffing house. How you doing, Evan? Hope you're well, mate. Biggity ball. Hey, what's that? So Aaron, bro, Neil. Paul sent that super match like last year. You just seen it now. Mate, yeah. I'm literally catching up on a shit ton of things that have come through. And I'm trying to get to the bottom of this and jump off here because we've been on for what time is it? We've been on for literally nearly 2 hours.
There are some mega matches on the a lot of the competitors are putting out from PAA from nationals this week, but every country's had nationals this weekend by the seems of it. The internet's exploding with nationals. Yeah,
quite a few did.
But some great matches at the PAA this weekend. I've been enthralled.
Lovely darts. So guys, we have been on for about 2 hours. We're going to jump off here. We're caught up on super chats, and I would imagine that Jake, Aussie Arm Wrestler, may be going live now. Is Jake in the chat? Not sure he is, but just check it out.
Jake's already doing live commentary on this one.
Yeah, he's already on commentating on this. He's like, yeah, and John, you'll see up in the top corner there, he's a cunt.
I'll be heading over to Aussie Arm Wrestler to get the behind-the-scenes commentary from today's Fix episode. You want to know what happened before and after the show? Well, then come on over to Aussie Arm Wrestler.
Was there tea in Ray's cup?
I want to say a massive thank you to everybody, guys, seriously, who's tuned in to check out the show tonight. Didn't actually look how many were in here, but it was like over 500.
It was 700, something like that.
700, bloody hell. 700 people that checked in tonight. Thank you very, very much, everybody, for checking out the show. Please give us a like and a sub if you're on here. Also, please get over to Arm Wars and check out Rolly Ray versus Bogdan Stoica. Last match that went out there, it was on the weekend of the East versus West. If you haven't seen it, cracking match.
That is live right now. That's up there now. And this week,
say again.
That's up there now. People can go and watch that right now. It's there, ready to watch. And
what we got this week, this Friday coming?
We have Ryan versus James Wall.
Right. So James Wall, lefty, yeah, lefty.
Ryan Bowen, James Wall, left arm.
Left hand this Friday. Oh my God, Engins. No. Engin's tried to is he having a giraffe? What the?
Is he coming back in?
I'm trying to get off here, and Engin's piling in out of left field. Engin, you mother blubber. I was full on gonna just hang up, and you come piling in.
Sleep streaming.
What are you doing, son? What are you doing, Engin?
I think it's an accident. It's sleep streaming.
Is he Engin?
Yeah.
You're live.
Are you dialing on purpose then?
This is so great.
All right, mates.
Okay, I read one guy said that he sometimes wishes that he never pays me. I just wanted to say that the guy
I read that.
Listen, somehow reach me, send me his IBAN number. I will send him his money 10 times more, and I will suggest him to never buy pay-per-view again. And other thing, never even watch any East versus West. That is all I say. I don't give a shit.
One more question.
No. I don't give a shit. You know, I'm trying to serve arm wrestling. If they think that with their $15 they can threat me, the worst thing, I don't organize anymore. And other guy says that if pay-per-view doesn't sell, the promoters would address everyone. No, pay-per-view sold good. Pay-per-view sold.
Where was this super chat?
I don't know, some idiots, some canalization, right? As usual.
Concerningly, I haven't even got it. Joking aside, where is this?
Yeah, that guy, he can put his $15 into his ass.
Ray, can you find that super chat?
I don't care, you know. I don't really need. I'm telling you, tell him to reach me. I will send him his money.
I haven't actually got the super chat number. Joking aside, I'm not kidding. I ain't got the super.
They don't know about me, you know. And again, paper is so good, you know. So yeah. So I just wanted to say this to those idiots, and so you all take care.
Sorry, I missed that. What did the super chat say?
I haven't seen it. I can't see the super chat.
Engin is such a he just came in, just like fuck off.
Yeah,
pretty much. He's like, hey, you, we don't need you. We don't need you.
Legend.
He's worried about.
What did the super chat say? I missed that.
Fucking joke.
I don't think it was a super chat. I think it was just a.
Where is the super chat?
I don't think it was super chat. That was.
I think it was a
what did it say?
Right.
Somebody find that comment, for Christ's sake. Somebody find it. I can't find that. Where the
That's so good. It was like, as the last thing I do tonight,
Yeah.
I am gonna light you up.
what was the comment? What did he actually say then? That he read
Something
a
about
comment?
he wishes, somebody said they wished that they never had to give Engin any money for the pay-per-views.
No, okay. Literally can't be asked to go back and find. Can't be asked, but that was
Engin will
awesome.
find you.
Whoever
And he
sent
will
that
kill you.
comment, lovely darts. Because Engin came pinging in bed. That's if you needed to know how committed Engin is, have some of that. Engin literally woke himself up to come in and call you a bella.
There's a disturbance.
But you know, the person who said that couldn't have imagined in their wildest
Oh,
dreams that they would get the result that they got.
fucking
They
awesome.
just won the lottery.
Amazing. Amazing. See, now people are just gonna start doing it on purpose. As soon as Engin sees any live stream, they're just gonna
Engin woke up, literally was asleep. It was fucking dark when he called in. He's like, he was asleep for the first 5 seconds of me coming. I said, "You be all right, Engin?" He was still asleep, woke himself up, angry, and called you a bellend. Maybe the
Why they
best.
call him the Enigma of Rage.
Oh, right. We are going to go because
It's real, folks.
he'll read another comment. He'll be back in and we'll be on here for an hour. Real age. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not subscribed to Voice of Arm Wrestling, what are you thinking? Get over there, get subbed, show Rolly Ray some love, and he'll lose some more age for you. Likewise, if you love live commentary and Uncle John is your thing, then get over, buy a doll, buy a
doll, send me some PayPal money. I'm only here for money. I don't care about any one of you out there. Give me the dollar.
Guys, if this is your first time Supernatural Strength, like, share, subscribe, get over to Arm Wars, give us a sub. Jared, thanks for the super chat, mate. We are definitely going to bugger off because I'm dying. Engin, get some sleep, mother fluffer, and we'll see you again next time. Biggity biggity bong.
Can we call Jason Jared now?
We can
Go
try.
fuck yourself. Send me your email and your 50